Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Snute and Kelazhur on Cactus Valley, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player from Team Liquid. It is Snute. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player from Root Gaming. It is Kelazhur. All right, Kelazhur versus Snute for you guys from WCS Austin 2017, the round of 16 of the playoff. One of these players will move on to the round of 8, but I will not spoil which one. All right, so a ZVT here on Cactus Valley, trying to get a hold of WCS Shopping replays, but lotv.spottingtool.com has not gotten them yet. Once they do, I will start posting them. Whew. All right, so it looks like a pull first here out of Snute into an extractor into a hatchery, I assume. And oh, double barracks out of Kelazhur with a refinery. It's going to be Reapers at this point. That second barracks right there is a very, very large tell that this is going to be Reapers. But it's a giant 4-player map, so Kelazhur, and they're spawning cross position. Kelazhur might not get there soon enough to do the damage that he needs to. So we will see. Hatch out of Snute, and an extractor on the way as well. Spawning pool is a really good way to be prepared for when Reapers show up. He just threw down a reactor on his barracks, and the way that he's rallying this makes me feel like it is going to be a Reaper, but he's got double. He's reactoring. That takes a long time to build. It's 36 seconds to get just the reactor on the barracks. I know it lets you get additional and then doing it with the second one as well. All right, so he feels like Snute's up here in the top left, which he is not. I've never seen this before. Barracks that are reactored. Is this really quiet to anybody else? This sounds really quiet to me. It's not saving my sound. When I come out and I come back into a replay, it resets it to like what it was a week ago. I don't know why. Anyway, can we go a little bit higher on the music too? I feel like we can. Let's go in the 40s and so 40 and. All right, better. You can probably hear that a little bit better. Yeah, it's gonna be double reactored Reapers out of 2 barracks here. This is nuts. I've never seen this. All right, so Snute again went pool first. He's gonna have lings. He's gonna have queens. He's gonna be able to handle this thing. He's not gonna throw it on a Roach Warren unless he needs to. He is sending some lings up, and he finally found Kelazhur's base here. Because he did Overlord scout the top left, didn't see anything, so he knows to check the cross spawn position. This Overlord as well doesn't see anything in the bottom right, so good Overlord scouting. Ling comes up, gets the all-important information that there are 2 Reapers coming out of a reactored barracks here, so it is going to be a whole lot of Reapers. Now, I'm not generally a fan of trying to hold this just with Speedlings. I am not good enough to do it. I've seen many a pro player fall to it with Speedlings as well. I have rarely seen a pro player fall to this as Zerg if they get Ravagers out against this mass Reaper play. So we'll see what Snute does. I see no sign of him going for a Roach Horn, so he's going to try to hold this thing with Speedlings, maybe Baneling, but I don't see a Baneling nest either here. Again, the Reaper's wasting precious scouting time. Just sending an SCV out would have made it so much easier to come to the right place at the first time here, but Kelazhur, again, much better than I am. Queens here immediately getting free shots off on these Reapers. Picking one off would be so good, but moving the one to the back a little bit there. One of these Queens possibly going to die. Creep spread, very nice here as well. Look at this micro moving the wounded Reapers back. Another Queen joins the party. 12 lings on the way. Some of these Queens are low on HP, but none of them are dead quite yet. Also, Reapers healing with their combat drugs. The lings are here. Speedlings and Queens. Are we doing? Yeah, it's more. It's 3 Reapers at a time right now from Kelazhur. He knows he doesn't necessarily, he's not quite able to kill that hatchery. Creep spreading down there as well. The lings do pick off a Reaper and then retreat. That's good. You force the Reapers away and you pick one of them off. That's a win. That is a win if you are Snute. Trying to come back in here again. The Reapers just not able to quite find purchase here. The Queen's doing much better than I expected them to for Snute. Well done indeed. Kelazhur still making those Reapers though. Making 4 at a time, making 3 at a time. The creep spread should connect here. It is going to connect between these 2 bases. Lings trying to get to a spot where they can surround, but the KD8 charges and the cliff hopping ability way too good here. However, Queen's waiting at the top of this ramp. Lings getting that surround, low ground and high ground. Oh, the Reapers are in a lot of trouble now. Reapers are starting to fall. They're hopping down, then hopping up and hopping down, and then he just finally stops microing. and all of the Reapers are dead. What? What a great play there by Snute. 10 Reapers lost for 19 Lings and 3 Queens. That is a fair trade every day of the week. If you are Snute, that's so much gas. The counterattack of Lings, the immediate counterattack. Trying to get through this great supply depot wall, but no, there are enough Reapers still back here. They can hold that off behind this wall, but no third base for Kelazhur for a while. Unfortunately, look at that. It's 48 to 35 Harvesters. Snute looking good. Looking real good here against his Terran opponent. Is he still Reapering? What is this? It's like, maybe if I let Snute kill my Reapers once, he will think I'm done with them. But here I go on holding this on like a watchtower. Snute sees it. He sees that they're coming. Gonna make, what, 4 more Lings, maybe another Queen. He feels like he doesn't need a whole lot to deal with, what is this, 9 Reapers? Not a huge number. Not a huge number. A little bit intimidating, but not crazy. Trying to spread the creep between these bases. Couldn't quite get it done. Actually, did he lose this tumor? He did lose this tumor on the north side of his natural base, which is a problem. But that's okay. Roachhorn on the way here from Snute. Injecting Reapers coming into this third. Gonna kill some drones. Thinking about it. Thinking if the Lings don't show up and the Lings do show up, Kitty charges being thrown down to zone out these Lings so effectively. And Snute is just not, he's not taking the bait. He's refusing to get in there where those Kitty 8 charges are and take that damage. This is 5 Queens though, man. 5 Queens with the range that they have. It's 8 against air, and it's 5 against ground, but it's pretty good. It is a pretty good range here, considering it's also 5 for the Reapers. So if they're hitting the Queens can hit them back quite effectively. Starport on the way. Is that their first Starport for our Terran player? I mean, if you've invested this heavily into Reaper, then yeah, it's going to be your first Starport at 6.5 minutes, just the way it is. +1 missile attack and +1 carapace on the way from Snute. Likely he's going to go ahead and just go for a Roach Ravager type mid-game here. Once again, which is really good until about 12 or 13 minutes when the upgrades start to kick in for the Terran player. However, Kelazhur's upgrades just now starting. +1 infantry weapons, +1 infantry armor just now. Getting begun here at 7 minutes. So I feel like the Roach Ravager mid-game might be a lot stronger. A lot stronger than it normally would be in this game. We'll see if it can last longer this time around. Just now, a lair coming in for Snute. Third base on the way here from Kelazhur at the traditional third base location, just kind of outside of his main, and transitioning into a lot of bio here. Like I said, double engineering bay. Reapers picking off a creep queen who was trying to push that creep on up to the Zolnaga watchtower, but they saw it and they said, no. No creep coming across the entire map. I forbid it. Fourth base on the way from Snute. Just about 50% complete here outside of his main base. Lings running around the outside of this map. It's a big map. It's a big map, so you can run around here and try to see if there's anything you can kill. Possibly the Terran player took a base down here south of his natural that you can pick off by coming from the south. But no, actually can't do it. There are some long-distance mining SCVs here. I don't know what that's all about. He's going to lose them, which makes a lot of sense. Almost got in there, but lifting the supply depot just in time. Ling's going to knock this thing down. The Lings do not have any upgrades. So it's going to be a hard time, especially with Marines, and they know it, so they decide to retreat. We got the Medivacs, we got the Marines, we got the +1/+1. Stim is just about done. There it is, but +1/+1 now finishing for the Roaches and Ravagers too, of which there are 22 Roaches and 4 Ravagers, and this is a party of about 15 Marines coming here. They are outnumbered. They are severely outnumbered. We'll see how they do with their upgrades. Coming into this fourth base, where are all of these guys? Here they come. Drones are running. 3-4 of them do get picked off. That Game Heart interface helping a lot here. And fungal bile. No fungals available. He's getting an infestation pit, but it's not done yet. So just the bile. And it's hard to hit things with a corrosive bile when your opponent is as good as Kelazhur is. Flying on up, we have the Kelazhur heading on home. Recognizing that's a lot of Roach. That's a lot of Ravager. Their upgrades are fantastic. We're just going to kind of pull back for now. Infestors on the way. Snute can't wait for pathogen glands. He feels like he needs infestors, and he needs them now. Small group of Roaches and Ravagers defending this fourth base. Marines think they can handle this. Look at him go. Might be able to. Oh, well, they picked off a couple of units, but then had to retreat. Number of Roaches probably a little bit too high. Pretty big push here from Kelazhur, but a lot of these units are the Reapers, which are not very good against Roaches or Ravagers for that matter. +2/+2 on the way for both players. For the units that they are primarily using right now, Hive on the way from Snute. He delayed his lair, went right for Hive though. At the 9 minutes, pushing into this fourth base again. Nope, more Roaches and pushing into the third base at the same time, but there are Roaches Ravagers here too. With corrosive biles to throw down, can they hold their own against this big Marine army? The extractor dies, a couple of drones die. as well. Trying to split, trying to corrosive bile, take out some of these units. More roaches, more ravagers coming in. A lot of these units are overstimmed for Kelazhur. Corrosive biles landing, not necessarily hitting there, but they did take down the hatch. The third base falls. The fourth base is better defended, as that was pushed back way outside of that creep radius. All right, so picking that base off, a nice job by Kelazhur. He needed something big. He needed to kill a base from Snute, and he managed to pull it off. Hive is just about done. +2/+2, just about done for the Zerg player. +2/+2 finishing up for Kelazhur as well, so he's keeping up. He's keeping up in his upgrades here. Burrow coming in as well for Snute, rather, which means he wants his infestors to be able to burrow. Ultralisk Cavern coming in as well. Widow Mines firing on these queens, and the Marine's going to finish them off here. Creep Tumors might finish. Might possibly finish. Roaches do look over one of them. Big old attack here at the fourth base, though. Corrosive Biles, the Fungal Bile, taking out a couple of these Marines. Not a huge number of them. Not even close to a huge number of them. That Widowmine wants to fire on something, and it might fire on his own stuff. Nice Fungal in the Bile in the middle of that whole group. Is going to force Kelazhur up and out of there. Another small attack coming into this third base, which is being replanted. It's just Queens against Marines with +2/+2. But look at these guys go. +2/+2 on Queens is no joke. Absolutely no joke. Adrenal glands being researched by Snute. Working on 3 Ultralisks at the 11-minute mark. 3 Ultras here from Snute. And we're going to see how this does. It's a very Marine-heavy composition. 56 Marines and 4 Marauders with 4 Widow Mines for Kelazhur. So he needs something more than Marines if he's going to deal with these Ultras. And it makes sense, right? Tier 1 units should not be able to take down Tier 3 units by themselves. It's just not really a thing, although they do it all the time against carriers and stuff. All right, so hacking the third base again. It is back, and the Roaches don't want to lose it. Another attack at the fourth at the same time. The multi-pronged attacks by Kelazhur are pretty good here, but the Roach and Ravager defense by Snute has been excellent as well. He's taking a fifth base down here at the south, which is going to get scouted by Kelazhur. Can he shut it down? Snute might have to chase this group. No, Kelazhur runs right past it, then does turn around and try to fit. He forces the cancel on the fifth base. Well done. Well done by Kelazhur. Indeed, Liberator production has begun. Liberators are going to be pretty good against Ultralisks. Does he know the Ultras are coming? He has not scouted the main base of his Zerg opponent at all. Chitinous plating on the way here as well. +3/+1 coming in for the Ultralisks. That +1 melee is just now getting started. They won't hit as hard, but they will be very hard to kill with 7 armor coming up in just about 100 seconds or so is what we're looking at. Still, they already have 6 armor. They already have 6 armor, so that's pretty darn good. All right, Roach's Lings trying to defend against a huge attack at the base again, but the Ultras are here. The third base is being protected by Ultralisks. Trying to kill some of these Widow Mines as well. They are firing, though, and a Fungal wearing off on that group at the same time. Was there an Infestor? Did I just imagine that Fungal? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Either way, Kelazhur wants these Ultras, and he wants them bad. He knows he can kite forever and ever with these units, especially with Stim and this number of Medivacs. An attack coming down to take out this fifth base Snute is trying to do again. Meanwhile, fifth base on the way from Kelazhur right next door to this base at the bottom of the map. Snute cancel it. Oh, he doesn't get the cancel. He doesn't get the cancel at his fifth base, and Kelazhur is slowly taking control of this game. He's got Liberators, an excellent answer to Ultralisks. They do so much damage. They do 75 damage per shot on these Ultras, and they have 500 hit points, but that's not many shots to bring them down to a manageable hit point level from the Marines and the Marauders here. Chasing away the Marines and the Marauders, though, is Snute. Got his Roaches, Ravagers, got his Burrowed Infestors. Liberators getting shots off on these Ultras. Ultras don't care. Corrosive Bile taking them down. Liberators removed from the game. Huge attack does take down the fourth base of Snute. The multitasking of Kelazhur is just disgusting right now. Trying to take a replacement fifth base up here is Snute. Nope, that one's going to die as well. Doesn't get the cancel there either. Big drop inside the main base for Kelazhur. There are Ravagers responding here. Kelazhur doesn't care. Look at him going after these guys. A couple Ultras respond, and that's enough to make him pick up and boost out. One of the good things Kelazhur's doing here is he's refusing to lose his army. If he recognizes he's losing a battle, he just retreats, just picks up, boosts out. No big deal, no loss, no harm, no foul, and he's keeping his dudes alive because of that. 10,000 resources lost for the Zerg player compared to 7, 8 for Kelazhur, so he's winning that war as well. Again, you're going to be very cost-effective with Marines and Marauders here. Fusion Core on the way. Planetary Fortress coming up. I saw something in that production tab. I saw ghosts. I saw ghosts in that production tab. Snute trying to do a bit of a sandwich here with Ultralisks and Lings, but he leaves Kelazhur a group out unless everything gets fungled. Oh, the fungal explosions. Oh, so everything is green here for Snute. Still alive, still picking off these roaches. Enough ravagers to finish them. Oh, the corrosive bile is sick. Oh, that was just sick. So much stuff dying, but still some stuff alive. A small attack of Marines and Marauders coming into this natural base now. Are they going to kill yet another hatchery? They're killing drones. That's for sure. Look at Kelazhur continue to push in here. Going to fight against these queens. They have +3/+3. The Marines and the Marauders do. They don't care. They don't care about these queens and their attack and their range and their transfuse. They're going to take them down. No big deal. Marines still here at the natural base. Killing drones. Killing queens. 21 drones have been killed. Another small attack of Marauders coming up to the north at Snute's replacement 4th base. This is going so poorly for the Zerg player. Infestors on the way for Snute. Can he hold on here? It is just looking so bad for our Zerg player. And the replacement 4th base up here in the north is gone. We're down to 3 hatcheries for Snute. 3 hatcheries and 43 workers. Kelazhur sitting happily on 5 bases and 66 workers here. Pretty big Ultralisk army here, though. Does he have any infestors is the problem. Corrosive Bile is going to get rid of the Liberator, no problem. No, enough to kill. Yes, enough to kill both of these Liberators. Now it's just Marines and Marauders. He started the Marauder production in earnest. They do much better in this situation than Marines do, but look at them just kiting away. Ultras are dying. 6 Ultras have been killed. Several more here are very close to death. Very much in the red, if you will. More attacks from the outside from Kelazhur, and Kelazhur going to pull back. Again, just smart. He's winning engagements and pulling back, and winning engagements and pulling back, and losing engagements and pulling back. He just knows you go for the kill when you can go for the kill. You kill hatcheries when you can kill hatcheries. If you can't, try again later. 5 hatcheries have gone down. A 6th base coming in for Kelazhur on the bottom side of the map here. He's starting to expand in this bottom right expansion location. Kelazhur up here on this high ground near this 4th base of Snute's towards the north. And the hatchery does end up finishing here. Corrosive Bile's landing where the army used to be, but they're long gone. A huge push, 200 to 148 supply for Kelazhur. Pushing in with his +3/+3 Marines and Marauders. His Medevac fleet, which is 10. His Liberator fleet, which is 3. Does he have ghosts? I swear I saw ghosts in the production tab at some point. Maybe he canceled them? Does he have a Ghost Academy? I hallucinated. Apparently I hallucinated. All right, here comes Kelazhur right up in this front here. There are infestors. Corrosive Bile's landing, killing the Liberators. First of all, nice Corrosive Bile getting some free hits on that Bile, which is nice. High ground assassination here from Kelazhur on this 4th base and that mineral line. Picking off the infestor with a small group of Marines and Marauders, killing some Ravagers as well. Just a small group of units doing so well for Kelazhur here. Another fungal Bile. Trying to just even the odds a little bit, but it's 189 to 137 supply. Ultralisks trying to get shots off, but they're just cleaving helplessly against the micro of Kelazhur here. It's 500 APM right now for Snute, 300 for Kelazhur. Is that true? Yeah, closer to 3. Both players microing really hard. Ultralisk on the high ground does save his 4th base. Kelazhur's a little preoccupied with this battle. More fungal biles being tossed down on the medevacs as well here, and pushing in is Kelazhur, continuing to push in, canceling Ravager eggs. Ultralisks, 1 kill. 1 kill. They just can't get kills here. This Ravager has 20 though. Holy cow. 20 kills is pretty good stuff. Gonna kill this natural base. Kelazhur is on a hatchery hunting trip right now. Goodbye. Goodbye, natural base. It wasn't really mining anything, but it was pretty good if, you know, you wanted some larva production. Liberator with 3 kills, 130 to 174 total supply. Snute is continuing to fight, but look at this. Big groups of Marines and Marauders joining the battle, joining the front, trying to pick off this small group of Ravagers. Oh, Snute's Ravager turned around. Don't ever turn around. Don't ever do that. Liberator trying to set up here. And forced to pull back. Forced to pull back. Taking another base is Snute up top, but this might be your death knell for Snute, everybody. This is a huge group of Marines and Marauders. 199 to 133 total supply. The infestor count is just not there. There are 4 infestors and a handful of Ultralisks. 6 Ultras might be enough with like the best fungals ever, but this 3rd base is under assault. Roach is getting killed. Extractors going down, pushing into the main base now. is Kelazhur trying to go from the backside. Are these ultras, but they are just so slow and trundly. The Marauders can run away from them. No problem. And that's it. A good game out of Snute. Snute is defeated, and Kelazhur is victorious in this ZVT today. What just patience and exceptional micro and just non-stop aggression out of our Terran player. Beautiful stuff. And the way he was able to transition out of that Reaper opening. I mean, that Reaper opening, right? He didn't do anything with it. He killed 20 Zerglings, lost a ton of Reapers, but came back and won the game anyway. That's not easy to do. Kelazhur pulled it off. 49 drones were killed in this game compared to 2 SCVs. That's usually a pretty good tell of who won the game. 29,000 resources lost total for the Zerg player compared to 22 for Kelazhur. 183 Marines, 36 Marauders, 19 Reapers, 12 Widow Mines, and 7 Liberators compared to 10 Ultras, 46 Roaches, 10 Infestors, 25 Ravagers, and 21 Queens with 7 hatcheries killed. 7. And that's in-game, too. That's not just like, oh, then it was over, and he ran around killing bases after Snute had left. No, that's in the heat of the moment. 7 hatcheries killed by Kelazhur. What a play. What a player he is. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.